All right, we're going to make a WordPress article. You do that by going to the WordPress login page. You type in your username and your password. Click the login button. This will take you to the WordPress dashboard. What we're going to do is make a new post. So on the left-hand side here, we go up to posts. The little flyout allows us to add a new post, which is what we're going to do. So we click that. That takes us to the area where we can ultimately add our new post article. Now, before I make a new WordPress article, I put everything on a document. This happens to be an OpenOffice document. I have the title, I have the article, I have the keywords, and I have any links that I am going to put in the article. So all of my information is here. This OpenOffice document has a function on it that it spell checks for you. So I always like to put my article into a spell checker so that I don't forget something and spell it incorrectly. As you can see here, the dictionary doesn't recognize Facebook, so all I have to do is right-click on it. If that were spelled incorrectly, all I have to do is then click the correct spelling. But in this case, the dictionary doesn't know what Facebook is, so I just will leave it as it is. The first thing I'm going to do is put an article title. So I highlight that, I right-click on it, and I copy it. I now go back to my dashboard, and in the area where the title goes, I simply click and place my cursor in there, and then on my keyboard I hit Control V, and that will copy the title into the title area. I then scroll down to the bottom part of the dashboard. Here we see a section called All-in-One SEO Pack. This area is to help Google or any of the search engines find your article. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. So the better you are at titling your article or keywording your article, the easier it makes it found for Google or whoever is running a search on those particular keywords to find your article. So the first thing is I go into the title area there, and again I'm going to hit my Control V, and that has now entered the title of my article in the SEO section. The next thing I'm going to do is go back to my Word document, and I'm going to highlight these keywords. These are keywords that I have selected to go into the keyword section, and what you will notice is between each keyword you have a comma, and that's how the software determines who and what each keyword is. So that's already done ahead of time. I've highlighted it. I right-click on it. I'm going to copy it. I go back to the dashboard under the SEO pack, put my cursor into the keywords, again hit Control V, and that copies all of those keywords into that particular area. Now I'm going to go up to this little area that says tags. Also, put in my cursor, Control V, that now puts those words as tags. I click Add, and it has now placed all of those keywords as tags in my document. So in two places now on my article, I have put information that the web engines and our viewers can find something on the blog. So those are just little back-end things that make people searching for information. It makes it a little bit easier. So those are things we always want to do. Next, I'm going to copy the information for the article. So my article information goes from there to there. I highlight it all, right-click on it again, and copy it. Go back to my dashboard, up to the area where the article is actually going to go. I place my cursor in that area and again hit Control V, and there I have pasted my whole article. Now, as you can see, I'm working in Firefox and it's telling me this is not spelled correctly, but it is. So apparently the dictionary there doesn't want that, but I'm going to leave it that way. It's fine. All right, here's a couple of other little tips that you can use. If any of these words that I want to be made bold, all I have to do is highlight them and then go up here and click this button, which is for bold. And if I do that, it will then make that highlighted text bold, or it would make it in italics, or it could do any number of things here. But for the most part, all you're going to be interested in is whether it makes it bold or whether it makes it italic at this point. So I don't really want anything to be bold in this particular article, so that's just a function that we can tell you about and you can use if necessary. I do want an image on this article, and I place images on very long articles to break up the text. If you don't break up the text in a long, wide article, it tires people's eyes. So it's kind of like a newspaper idea or a magazine idea where things are broken up with images that are pertinent to whatever it is that you're writing. It's much easier to read something out of a magazine or a newspaper that has a lot of text to it than it is on an internet screen. So as a rule of thumb, I put quite a few images that are pertinent to whatever the article is about if I have a very, very long article. This one's short. I only need one image, so this is how you do it. I want it to start here where it says Sergeant Gary Stein. So I go up to Upload and Insert, and I'm going to click the little camera icon, and it will open an area where I can upload that particular image. Now, I go to Google, the image part of Google, and I run searches, and then I download and save those images to my desktop. And that way I can very easily find them for an article, and then when I'm done uploading them to the server, all I have to do is highlight them on my desktop and delete them. So I don't have to keep a whole bunch of images that I really don't want, that I just want for a particular article. So I click the Select File. I am on my desktop, as you can see. I scroll down until I find the image that I need, which is right here. I click it to highlight it and click Open. Now it will find that image, it will crunch it down, and it will give me some information that is saying, okay, what do you want to do with this image? I could put it to the right, or I could put it to the left, or I could put it to the center. I want it to be on the left this time, so I have the left checked. The image actually is 502 pixels by 312, but that's way too big to go on the left. I don't put images on the left or the right any wider than 300 pixels. So I'm going to click medium, and I'm going to insert it into my post. Now, if I want to center an image, or if I have an image that is bigger that I want to have in my article, I don't use anything bigger than 600 pixels wide. Otherwise, it will cut part of the image off. So, but if you want to put something full size in there that is around 600 pixels wide, then that's fine. You can just click the center and full size, and it will position it in the center of the page. All right, so for right now, we're doing left and we're doing medium, and we're going to insert it into the post. All right, I can go over here and I can click preview and see what I have so far. All right, I scroll down and there you have it. Here's my image, which is 300 pixels wide, and it nicely spaces around it and places my text around that particular image. And I can look at it and I can go, okay, it looks pretty good. So I'm almost ready to publish it. You can see my tags are down here. That's for the search engines. You can also see up here that it's going to put the date for whatever day I want it published, and it's going to say it's published by Clinical Thinker, and this is when it would be published according to the information that it has right now. So I go back to my dashboard, and there are a couple more things that I have to do. First of all, I need to fill in a description for my SEO. As you can see down here, it's asking for a description and I have nothing in there. So I go back up to my article and I'm going to pick a sentence that is kind of a description or a precursor to whatever it is my article is going to be. I could use anything that I chose, but this time I'm going to just choose the first sentence up there to my article, and so I highlight it, I copy it, I scroll down to the description area, and I'm going to hit Control V on my keyboard, which will ultimately paste it in there. Now I only have a couple more steps to do. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to tell this for sure that it's Clinical Thinker is the author to this particular article, and I need to have a category that it's going to go into. So I'm looking down here and it's Have You Heard, which is news and politics and whatever else it will fit under. So that is designated now, and I'm ready to publish. I actually do not want this article to publish today. I want it to publish tomorrow morning. So I click on the edit, and I'm going to change the date. I'm going to change it to the 25th, which is tomorrow, and instead of 1800 hours, I'm going to publish it at 8 o'clock in the morning. So now it says it's going to publish on March 25th at 8 a.m. in the morning, and all I have to do now is click Publish. Okay, now we notice it has said post is scheduled for March 25th, 2012 at 8:20 a.m. And if I choose, I can click this button here and it will take me to the preview section, which we've already looked at in a preview before, so we don't need to do that again. And so I am all finished. I have now published a document to the USA We the People, and it will be published tomorrow for our viewing audience to take a look at.